Alright, so obviously everybody knows about the Nano situation. He got banned. You can go watch the video if you want, I guess. But this situation should have never happened or been brought back up. I don't know who really brought it back up because he doesn't say it in the video, and I haven't been able to like find out who actually brought it back up. I'd assume it was either the girl who obviously got their shit leaked, or it was a dev because he did say the devs averted it. And this should have been kept under wraps for sure. I don't know how this even got leaked to the public. I just remember somebody telling me Nano got banned. I was like, what the hell? And then I went and checked with people and they're like, yeah, he's banned. And then the super video came out. So this should have all been under wraps. I don't know why this was even leaked in the first place. There was no reason for this to even get out. A 4-year-old thing that was already settled back in Rogue Lineage. The devs messed up and gave him access to Deepwoken.
They had let me off the hook for Deepwoken, so my punishment was just a Rogue Lineage ban. But now they had reverted that decision and they ended up just saying it's, you know, it's our fault. We didn't really look into the situation like that. We let you off the hook and you shouldn't have had the power to play Deepwoken in the first place. So in a different world,
should have just been kept quiet. He should have just played in the tournament and then it should have been over. He should have just made his video like, I'm quitting Deepwoken. It was a good run. Thank you for everything. And it should have been left at that. It shouldn't have been, holy shit, the situation's back after 4 years. It was already settled. And now everybody knows about it again in the Deepwoken player base because Supa and Nano have a really young fan base. Like, that's undeniable. Like, no one can even argue that. They both have a really young fan base. And so them seeing this shit about their like favorite YouTuber, damn, getting this shit is gonna make them interested and look up the whole situation. And that's gonna lead to some very bad things down the road, obviously. So Supa should have never made that video, which would have never caused Nano to make that video.
Supa had made a video saying that I was banned, and now I had to take action into my own hands to make a video on it because Supa did. I didn't want to make this a big deal or anything like that. I was just going to tell people I quit because realistically, I quit anyways. Like, I was literally gonna quit Deepwoken after the Lightborn tournament.
And then Rom definitely should have never made that video. I don't even know where Rom came from. I guess he thinks he's the hero making that shit. He's not. He still let out a lot of info about Nano and the whole situation. And I would make a response, my response to the situation, because I literally was there when it happened. I saw a lot of the shit that happened because I was playing Rogue at that time. I don't want to do that because there's no point in jeopardizing myself for a guy who literally said he's fine with his ban, he accepts it. He's already moving on, he's already planning to quit. So I just wish Nano the best. But yeah, none of this should have happened. Both those young fan bases being exposed to this shit is actually like really bad, and it could lead to a lot of bad stuff. I guarantee that at least some people will be impacted by this shit. Like, a kid goes, search of the situation, finds some shit they're not supposed to, boom, they're addicted to something that's going to ruin their life down the road. They won't even realize it till it's too late. Like, that's the stuff people don't look at, I feel like. I don't know, it just makes me feel really weird. I'm starting to not want to do anything related to Deepwoken anymore, just off these whole situations. It's not, I don't know, I don't like the direction the game's heading. I really don't like how the moderation team and dev team are handling a lot of shit that's been happening recently, especially this. Like, this is actually really kind of weird how they handled this. They're letting like all of this get out, but none of this should have been made available to the public, in my opinion. Especially since it's just like a 4-year-old situation that literally was already settled back then. There was just no reason to bring it back up and introduce it to like a new wave of players. Because whether you agree with me or not, it's definitely young kids should not be exposed to this shit.